thing to note, when you are working on durations, whether it's stay or if you're building up a weight, because maybe your puppy, you're watching this, your puppy is a baby puppy and you're working on weight. So regardless of the position that the dog is in, if they're in a sit stay, if they're in a down stay, if they're in a stand, you want to focus on one variable at a time. So with building stakes, it's usually referred to as the 3 Ds, and that's distance, distraction, and duration. So distance is how far away from the dog are you. The distraction is what else is going on around the dog. And then duration is how long are you asking the dog to stay in position, either just stay in position before they're released or stay in position before you give them their next reward. And you want to work on one of those variables at a time. So if my dog is, if I'm starting on stay with my dog and I want to work on time, so how long can they hold it, I'm going to have my dog right in front of me and I'm going to build up how much time between treats they get or how much time before I release them, rather than saying, I want my dog to stay here for 30 seconds and I'm going to walk 20 feet away. I don't want to introduce those things at the same time. So I would work on time first. I build up my dog's duration of staying put. Okay, great. Now I'm going to increase the distance that I am from my dog. And when I increase the distance, I may have to go shorter on the duration because I'm now challenging my dog with something new. So my dog might be able to stay in a down for 30 seconds if I'm right here, but if I go 10 feet away from them, they may only be able to hold it for 10 seconds, and that's okay. So when you are working on either distractions, how long the dog is staying put, so the duration or the distance, you want to work on those things typically one at a time, and then when you add in something new, you're going to have to decrease your expectations in the other realm. So same thing, if I were to say, my dog can hold a down stay for 30 seconds with me right here, if I then have another dog walk by, my dog might only hold that down stay for 5 seconds because another dog went by and that was really exciting, so I'm not going to ask my dog to do as much. Any questions on that? Or questions in general, things we've worked on today? That cracks me up when dogs bark like that. Okay, so we have classes again next week. The sign-ups are up. We're also doing an outing on April 21st, and that is at the Rabbit Trails in Wayland. We've got sign-ups for that as well. There's not a cap on the number of people we can have go to that. We just want a general idea of how many people to expect. And we've got that at, I think, 2 o'clock, right, Julie? And then 2 o'clock and 6 o'clock. So there's an afternoon, or maybe we switched it to the morning.
No, it's afternoon, I believe.
Okay, yeah, it is afternoon. So we've got a 2 o'clock and then a 6 o'clock. So mid-afternoon and then...
And it is walking through the woods, so wear appropriate footwear.
Yes, so wear shoes / pants that you are okay with maybe getting muddy. Okay, so that's all we've got for class. So thank you all very much for coming, and